Kyle, I was just talking to Blaney about Dover, and he said this car is going to be a rougher ride when we get to Dover and dropping down a little bit. What do you anticipate when you think about the ride at Dover in the next-gen car?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about the ride quality yet. I just more think that I've only been thinking about like the dirty air and how bad that's going to be, just off the short track stuff that we've gotten to run. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I anticipate it being hard to pass. That's really what I've been thinking about. But yeah, now there's another thing to think about. So yeah, I agree. I think the ride quality is going to be rougher, and dropped into one is going to be sketchier than normal, and the bumps into 3 also. So I think Ross has tested this, maybe ask him.
Yeah. What about how you feel like the car is here? You know, the heat in the car seems to have gotten better. It's going to be hot. You know, the real environment said he had carbon monoxide issues that he straightened out. Did you have any of that?
No, I haven't had any issues, knock on wood, yet. I didn't do much testing this off season when everybody was complaining about the heat. So to me, the heat in the cars has been comparable to last year's. All of that's been comparable. I haven't, again, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues with fumes and stuff like that as well. So all the interior stuff has felt pretty normal to me.
What do you think of the lack of practice here this weekend? You know, Dale Jr. said earlier this week that it kind of hinders young guys, especially because you don't get to go out in a pack and see who you can work with and who's good.
I mean, I'd rather us not even qualify, honestly. Like last year, I think. I don't really think we need a whole lot of practice, but and then yeah, it's kind of tough bringing teams in on Friday to run one lap on Saturday. So yeah, I'd like for super speedways maybe to not even qualify, but it is what it is. I don't know if. Yes, I mean, I agree with him that, yeah, it probably hurts the young guys, so, yeah, they probably would want to practice, but the races are so long, it's 500 miles, they'll figure it out.
Do you find yourself with any reservation when you have one of those young guys behind you or in front of you to go with them?
No, not at all. I don't really think about any of that while I'm out there. You can get a good idea who's fast and who's not and who's making crazy moves. I mean, there's 15-year veterans that make crazy moves that you try to avoid. So I don't really think age and experience scares any of us.
Did you see the news on Volunteer Speedway?
Yeah, I did. I saw that. That was a little surprising.
Yeah, like, did you have any inkling, I mean, I didn't know whether you had hoped to maybe do your event there again next year. And
yeah, I mean, in my short career of late model racing, I've heard of that place, being on the verge of closing down. I think they've already been through a couple different owners in the last couple years. So, but yeah, I mean, I was surprised when I read that this week, just because we had a really strong event last week, and yeah, I mean, I'd love to keep my race there. So, I don't know much other than just reading the paragraph or whatever that was on the internet.
Kyle, you started out with a dream of being in the world of outlaws. Did you ever dream that you'd be here in NASCAR with a championship under your belt already?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to make it to the Cup Series, so yeah, it's a dream come true, and especially winning a championship was a dream come true because I never really thought that I would win a Cup Series championship. So I'm still young, and someday I'll be on the Outlaw Tour.
Well, now that you opened the doors, seems like more Cup guys are going down and doing late model and dirt racing.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's going down at all. It's every bit as tough, if not tougher, than the Cup Series at times at tracks. So yeah, I mean, it's all professional. So it's neat to see a lot of guys venturing out, especially now guys doing dirt late model stuff. Since I feel like since I've done it now the last couple years, so like Chase Briscoe, it's pretty cool seeing him do that.
Do you have any sense of who might be the championship contenders at this point? Because I feel like we don't really know compared to years past.
Yeah, it's definitely. I feel like it's hard to say still. It seems like a lot of inconsistency between teams and drivers week in, week out, so it's hard to pick one, but don't know. I mean, I feel like Ross has been the best to this point. He's had the most speed. He's executed the best races. Chase Briscoe as well. So, but then it's like they're both really young, so it's like, you know, it's hard to like, oh, they can do it, but they're both really talented. So, and too, I mean, I feel like all four of us Hendrick guys are right there. We just gotta clean up some things, and we'll be, you know, consistently contending for wins like we have. I feel like, you know, one guy from our organization contends each week. Where like last year, all four of us did. So we're not far off, and I think we can all get there. And you know, Chase is leading points. I think all four of us are in the top 10 in points, so we're right there too.
Are super speed weeks kind of the next piece of the puzzle for you to, like, I don't want to say figure out, but you've said it, they haven't been the best for you.
Yeah, they're not. For whatever reason, I don't know. I mean,